I've never felt more alive than the day I took my first breath underwater. 20 meters below the surface, staring down at the darkness, with the cold creeping in against my skin, enveloping me, welcoming me. I was enamored, fascinated by the depth, the way you never knew where it began or ended, its subtle significance. I remember staring up at the sun, struggling to break through the surface, watching bubbles swirling and swirling, dancing against the current before pop. I've always been enchanted by the ocean. I wanted more than I'd ever wanted anything to be a part of it. Its vastness, its complicity, the way it yields so much power. A graceless elegance even the moon can't help but follow. When the ocean is angry, everybody listens. We pay attention to the way the tides pull out, the skies weep and the winds howl. You can't ignore the way it demands your attention, the way something so lively can be dead, the way a storm refuses to be irrelevant. Once, I cut my leg on the side of a straight reef 40 meters down. I watched my thighs stream ribbons of green around me, and I was convinced I could finally breathe, and my lungs burned, and in that moment, I was part of it. I'm convinced there's meaning in the way the waves crash against each other. There is more to the ocean constantly saying goodbye to the shoreline. There is significance in nothing getting lost in the depth. The way destruction becomes a symphony. But then again, I've always been quick to assign meaning to moments for fear of becoming another ship caught in a storm you couldn't ignore. I've always felt safest away from the shoreline. There is a longing to drown in me. I can't ignore the way my feet are drawn to the seafloor. The way it greets me like an old friend. My eyes never sting underwater. I'm safest there. On the day I was born, my grandmother took my hand, thumb stroking along the inside of my wrist, tracing the veins. Salt lives here, she claims.